Today we're filming outside as usual, trying to get that last bit of workouts outside as I can. Today's a beautiful day in Vancouver. It's actually pretty hot, I'm not gonna lie, I'm surprised. Anyways, today's class is gonna be dynamic glutes. We're gonna be doing a 2-part series. If you wanna spice it up a little bit, throw on some ankle weights. And let's get started.
Center of your mat. Begin to bring the soles of your feet together. Sitting nice and tall, bend your knees as much as you need. Stay here. I'm going to move to the side so you can see the fluctuation of my spine. Do some seated cat-cows. Inhale, chest forward, and exhale, belly button to spine. Curve your back. Inhale, bring your chest forward. Exhale, start to round your back. Continue with the flow of your breath. Cat-cow aids in our breathing by stretching our chest and our lungs. Begin to bring your legs forward, straight back, left leg over right leg, left arm placed on your left knee, spinal twist. Inhale, fill the chest, exhale, twist a little deeper. Inhale, grow tall, exhale, come back through center. Left ankle over right knee, come to your forearms, bend that right leg. Got a nice hip opener. If you want to deepen your stretch, move up to your palms or stay on your forearms for a less intense stretch. Inhale, chest proud. Exhale, deepen stretch. Let's go ahead and move to the other side. Right leg over left. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, twist. Move with your breath. Inhale, and then on your next exhale, move back to the midline. Right ankle over left this time. Draw that right knee away, and on your exhales, maybe you bring your chest a little closer. Again, option to be on your forearms or to go to your palms. On your exhale, see if you can draw your chest towards your leg a little more. Slowly unravel, coming to your knees. We're going to come into some knee squats here. Knees hip distance apart. Begin to bring your sit bones towards your heels. And then slowly drive up, squeezing those glutes on your rise. Inhale, sit bones to heels. Exhale, rise. Squeeze those glutes. We're not here for long. Warming up our body. Preparing for future movement. Neck is long and abs are engaged. One more rise until we pulse at the bottom right here. Begin to pulse. Up 1 inch, down 1 inch. Up 1 inch, down 1 inch. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Begin to rise up nice and slow. Squeeze your glutes. Coming into 4-point kneeling, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Begin to push up and away from the mat. Moving into child's pose just for a moment, and then rising and kicking our left foot behind us. Child's pose, 4-point kneeling. Kick the left foot behind, pointing the toes on that rise, creating length in our body from our toes to the crown of our head. Continue to gaze in between your hands. Inhale, lengthen that leg out. Exhale, back to child's pose. Nice big deep breaths in through the rib cage, maintaining our ab engagement. Flow through this sequence 3 more times. Twice more. Nice big sit back on those heels. Come right back up. Kick that foot behind you. Begin to lower and lift your leg with control, slowly lowering it to the mat. Continue to point your toes, continuously stretching the left thigh muscles and pressing your palms into the mat. One more lift here, hold. Begin to draw the left knee to the left elbow and then that foot right back out behind you. Moving on to our right forearm, connecting our left knee to our left elbow and then driving that left foot right back behind us. Continue here, using that left oblique to drive that knee to our elbow. Staying lifted in that upper body by pressing our right forearm into the mat for support. Begin to slowly move your leg to the left and then back towards the midline, keeping that leg nice and lifted. Move with control, move slowly to the corner and then back to the midline. Gaze at your foot as it goes, and then as it reaches back behind you, you want to gaze down below. Use your abdominals here. This is a full body move. Reach up to your palms and then take that left foot and reach it across the right. Corner to corner. I like to call this rainbow legs, creating a nice curve with the legs. Drawing your toes from corner to corner, lifting up through the midline. This is when our supporting glute, our right glute, begins to shake. Rainbows are hard, but smile it out. This is where we seal in all the work, working on our glutes from all angles. Dynamic glutes. Let's do it. Let's move through 2 more rainbows. Last one to the left. Stay up in the midline, tiny pulses, up 1 inch, down 1 inch. If you notice that your back starts to arch, simply just draw that belly button towards your spine. Begin to draw your left knee to the mat. Right forearm comes back down, fire hydrants on that left side. Up and then down, up and then feel that magnetic pull as our knees come together, and then use those abdominals to draw that knee up towards your hip level. Stay lifted right here. Tiny pulses, you know they were coming. Last pulse right here. Come to both palms, reaching that left leg out, bend at the knee, back out, and then down. Up, out, bend, and then down. Continuously pointing our left toes, stretching the fascia in the front of our leg. Bringing our attention to our hamstrings and that nice little smile line underneath our left glute. Coming at all the little muscles. Stay here for 1 more. Extend that leg out, bend, and then down. Reach that left leg back, moving on to both forearms. Hold, lock it all in. Bring that knee down. Begin to rise, and on your next exhale, press into a child's pose. Inhale, fill the chest, deepen your breath, move in to a 4-point, and then into a plank. On your next inhale, back into a downward facing dog, pressing those hips up to the sky. Maybe we pedal out our feet. Draw that right knee to chest and come into a pigeon pose. Left leg straight behind you. Press those fingertips into the mat. Nice big inhale, fill the chest, arch the back. This stretch targets our glutes and our hip flexors. Exhale, slowly move our forearms to the mat for humble pigeon. This is great for range of motions in our hips, and it just feels so good. All right, slowly move back up to our palms. tuck your left toes, coming back into a plank. A nice big inhale brings us to downward facing dog, hips to sky. And exhale, draw that left knee to chest, back into pigeon. Right leg is nice and straight behind you. Check it out. Fingertips to the mat. On your next inhale, fill the chest. And then exhale, slowly lower to your forearms. Come back up to palms, tuck the right toes, and let's go ahead and do that sequence on the right leg. This time I'm just turning around. So you can see, pushing back into that child's pose, and then that right leg kicks up behind you. Child's pose, lift right up, stretching back, kicking back, flow with your breath. Inhale, lengthen out, exhale, push into a child's pose. Continuing to stretch that leg long, point your toes. We are thinking about creating length in the body from the crown of the head all the way through the midline, shooting out of your right toes. Stay here and stay focused. Last, push back into child's pose. Lift that right leg. Stay lifted. Slowly and lower on the right with control. Gazing directly in between your hands, keeping your neck nice and long. We are pressing those palms into the mat, creating space in the upper back, belly button to spine. Pulse here at the top, up 1 inch, down 1 inch. Stay here, feel the burn, rise in that supporting leg. Hold. Gently move to your left forearm and begin to bring that top leg to elbow. Right knee drives in to right elbow. Continue here. Bring it back to the breath. Inhale, right leg comes out. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Stay lifted in that upper body. We have 2 more right here. Last one, stay lifted. Slowly draw that leg to the right and then back up behind you. Keeping a nice straight leg, stretch the thigh. Think about shooting energy through those toes, stretching the fascia of that foot as we point. Flow to the side 3 more times. Last 2. Last one right here. Move that foot back behind you. Come back up to both palms. With that right leg, we're going to cross it over the left and then to the right. Coming up through center. Pointing our toes from one corner to the other. This is where the shake in the glutes begin to rise. I love to call these rainbows, creating a nice U from side to side along your mat. 3 more rainbows before we move back onto that left forearm. Last one right here. Slowly move to the left forearm, coming into some fire hydrants on that right side. Slowly lift that leg to hip height and then slowly lowering, meeting the knees together. We have twice more right here. Last one, stay lifted. Right here, pulse, up 1 inch, down 1 inch. Stay lifted in the upper body, stay engaged. Go ahead and move back to both palms. Going to move that right leg up, extend long, and then back down. Drive it up, extend long, bend at the knee, and then knees meet. Up, out, up, and then down. Lock in your focus, unclench the jaw. We're almost done on our 4 points. We have a nice little stretch coming up, and then we'll move to some sideline work. Knees slowly together. Move to both forearms. Right leg comes right back out. Hold. Shooting energy through those toes, pressing into those forearms. Slowly bring your knees down, open them wide, and sit far back into a wide leg child's pose. Fingertips on the mat, stretching those arms. Slowly rise, coming to sit up on your knees. Right leg comes forward into a runner's lunge. Begin to bend in to that left leg, Take a look behind you, making sure that right leg is nice and straight, hip points facing forward. Let's continue to keep our abdominals engaged, and on every out breath, sink in a little deeper into that stretch. Well done. Let's go ahead and move to the other side. Right leg comes forward, left leg straight behind you. Inhale, feeling the chest, and exhale, maybe sinking a little deeper into that stretch. Right ankle underneath right knee. Go ahead and bring your knees together. We're going to come to do some side-lying work. Laying on our right side of our body to start. Top leg lays long. Right knee bent to the 90 degrees. Resting on our right forearm, pressing it into the mat, staying lifted in the upper body. Begin to lower and lift that top leg. Nice and slow, with ease, with control. Keeping our shoulders away from our ears, creating a nice long neck, full body experience. And we'll lift right here, stay in the mid, point forward, thighs align, exhale, flex that foot back to the midline. Inhale, point, thighs align, exhale, flex, inhale, point, exhale, flex. By pointing and flexing our feet, we are targeting the abdominals in a 360 degrees. Pointing helps target the fascia and the muscles in the front of the body, and flexing targets the muscles in the back. Move that top leg slightly behind you with the pointed foot and begin to pulse up and down, pointing our toes in that back corner of our mat. Hips are stacked. Begin to drive that top knee to your left elbow and then bringing it back out to a straight leg. Similar what we did 4-point kneeling, but targeting different muscles as we lay on our side. Still working on that left oblique, those glutes. Staying lifted in the upper body. Ideally, our right side is up and away from the mat. Keeping that knee at hip height, begin to move in a circular motion, massaging that left hip socket. Nice big circles with the knee. Use your abdominals. Let's go ahead and reverse. Always have to even it out. We are moving into some fire hydrants right after this. Last circle right here. Knees together. Fire hydrants, nice and slow. Should really start to burn here. Keep with it. Keep moving with purpose. Feel that magnetic pull as our thighs meet. And then really use those abs to draw that knee right back up. Keep that knee raised. Tiny movements up and down. Pulse it out. Let that glute shake. This is what we want. Last bit of movement on this left leg. Go ahead and straighten it out. Up and down. Tiny movements. Sealing it all in. Last bit of work on this side. You got this. Alright, bring it in. Tap it out. Coming into a quick glute stretch before we move to the other side. Flat back on the mat. Left ankle over right knee. Go ahead and grasp that right knee. Let's continue to keep our feet flexed. Stay active. The Should feel really nice stretching that left side of the glute. Roll up and let's switch and move to the left side. Going to be working on our right. So coming on to that left forearm this time, pressing that left hip up and away from the mat. Right leg is nice and straight, hovering at hip height. Begin to lower and lift, really stretching out that right thigh. Left leg lays in a 90-degree bend. Move nice and slow. Breathe in nice big lateral breaths through your rib cage, creating space from that left side body from the mat. Hold here. We're going to move forward and flex back. Point and move forward, thighs align. Exhale, flexing back. Flow here with your breath. It is the key. Exhale, flex. Inhale, point. Targeting those abs, 360. Point forward, exhale, flex. Inhale, point. Exhale, flex. Keep that foot to the back end of the mat. Point your toes up and down, tiny pulses. We have the knee to elbow right after this. Slowly begin to draw that top knee towards your elbow and then lengthen that leg right back out. Exhale, connect. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, connect. Inhale, lengthen and stretch that leg out. We have 3 more right here, nice and slow, and then we're coming into those nice rotations of that knee. Right here, begin to circle. Up and around, massaging the hip socket on that right side this time. Last one in this direction, go ahead and reverse. Using those low abs to create the motion. Nice big circles. Place your knees together, fire hydrants right here. It just clicked in my brain why we called them fire hydrants, and now I think it's so silly. Anyways, I digress. Alright, keep going. Up and down twice more right here. Last one, hold at the top. Right here, and pulse. Up 1 inch, down 1 inch, tiny little movements. Let that glute shake. We're going to straighten our leg out right after this. Right here, straighten it out. Up and down, tiny movements. This is it for our work today before we come into a really releasing stretch. Bring those knees together. Come to lay on our backs. Roll down nice and slow. We're going to come to that figure 4 on the right. So right ankle over left knee. Interlace your hands on that left knee. And just be here, feeling into that sensation on that right side. Go ahead. Bring both knees to chest. Rock from side to side, massaging the spine into the mat. Let that right leg go long as we keep that left knee to chest, flexed feet. Inhale, fill chest, and exhale, switching legs, right knee to chest. Deepen on the exhales. Let your legs go long. Slowly roll up with ease. Meet me in the center of your mat, cross-legged. We're going to go ahead and reach the left leg long. Left hand is going to come to right knee. Inhale, right arm comes up and over. Shift slightly so both hip points are facing that left foot. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Grasping your foot, your calf. Bend your knee as much as you need. Inhale, round that back. And then on your next exhale, slowly begin to rise back up. Switching legs, right leg long. Right hand on left knee. Inhale, left arm up and over. Feel the stretch in that side body. Shift. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, begin to fold. Drawing the belly button in. Deep into your folds. On your next exhale, slowly rise back up, straight back. Come to a cross-legged position with me. Thank you so much for joining me in your movement today. Take one more breath in together and exhale completely. Until next time, thank you. If you find yourself enjoying our videos, please subscribe and like for more.